Well, hey everyone. It is so hot in here. I'm not turning on my AC yet, but it's 79 degrees in my house. So it's tank top. We're wearing a tank top tonight. Bobo, what's new in your life? We got the windows open. It's going to be really nice and cool in here tonight. Hey everyone. Good evening and happy Friday. Hello, Bojangies. Oh, he's so nice. And he got to run around at the farm today, and he's a good person. He's a good person. He listens to your stories. How are we? What's going on? What's is there anything I need to know? Are there things I don't know? Maybe don't tell me. Oh man, we got some catching up to do. Not really, not really. Hey mods, couple of announcements. Hey Erica, Squirrel Girl, Jennifer Ogle, Lil Redneck made it. Wow, usually there's not that many people on a Friday. Fridays are busy. People have a real life on Friday night. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are not great for YouTubers, streamers. It actually just could be me as well. Hey, Punky. Hey, Kathy Burkhart, Donna Cooper, Paula McDonald. Well, thanks, Paula McDonald. Hey, Allie. I love we. Hey, Whidbey Island hippie girl. I haven't seen you for a minute. Joanne Hawley. Sarah Blackshear. Hey, babe. Linda Garden Lady, Puka Vista, Tiffany Murfitts. Scrolling. Just scrolling. Stand by. Zoe made it. Hey, Zoe. MLG Gamer, going back down. Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Hey, Jessamine. Tamber June. Well, hey, Honey Buns. Really cute. I love your nose. I don't know if you knew. Hey, Just Jen. Charcoal Ninja. Just As I Am. Hey, Buffy. Let's see. I do have fans going. It just, I don't know. Lately, I'm so cold so easily. I'm enjoying 80-degree weather. I'm like, this feels nice. It's balmy. I'm cold all the time. Debbie Zito said it's my GLP-1 drug. Hey, Deb Unfiltered, welcome in. Hey, DNV. Cindy G, oh my God, she came back. I didn't know you were in Canada. Hey, Marie Marion. Wanda Parks made it. Be careful. Speaking of Debbie Zito, there she is. Hey, Sadie, do I know you? Welcome in. I don't recognize your name in our class. Welcome, Sadie. Hey, Melissa. Mommers. Glad you're here, babe. Glad you're here. Wow. Thank you, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Hey, Rachel Sandy. Hey, Alana. Hello, hair full of volume. Well, Nora also said my hair was full of secrets, so it's volume and secrets. I don't know why I changed my voice for that, but it sounded like a good time. I washed it today. Thanks for noticing. I don't do that very often. Hey, Kathy, Liz Tricks, Tammy up in New York. Hey, Laura Lou, Victoria. Hey, babe. Looking good, Pooter. Well, right back at you. Thank you, Bunny. Hey, Maisie Shiloh. The gallbladder is full of stones. Now I have to wear adult diapers for the rest of my life. Help. You don't. I told you this. You're going to be okay. Not everybody craps their pants when they get it removed. Some people claim they don't. We know they're lying, but you're going to be just fine, babe. We're going to walk you through it. We're going to talk you through it. Every time you poop your pants, we will be here with you and hold hands with you as you do it. We'll help clean up the mess. Everything. We are your guide. This is the channel for that. Okay. I'm being serious. Everybody does it here. Remember in Billy Madison when the really old lady is like, if peeing your pants is cool, consider me Miles Davis. And Adam Sandler's like, that's the grossest thing I've ever heard. Oh my God. That's the case here. If pooping your pants is cool, we're Miles Davis. Don't worry about it. It's really the cool thing to do. I'm just trying to calm her down. Hey, Kim Leaf. Hey, Kat. Joan Marie. I'm really glad that your counselor approves of us. Your counselor would approve of what my counselor does as well, and I like that. It's a symbiotic relationship. Hey, Heather. Kestrel, where the heck have you been? You don't get a pass, Kestrel. I need to know. I need answers. Hey, Heather in the library. Hey, Jan. Kyla, welcome back. West Coast Fancy Nancy. Dang. Look, it's our brother. Hey, Chase the Heat. Hello, Reese. Lurking. Always lurking. Are you, though? Are you? Because you seem too busy to be doing that, swinging in your hammock. I'm glad you made it. Thank you for stopping by. That's adorable. That's pretty cute. Uh, Damn, Purple Groovy, I haven't seen you in forever, and welcome in. It's so fun to see people that either are brand new or that we haven't seen in forever. There's Meredith Lynn. Cindy G's like, I said I would. Right, but Cindy G, that's what the topic of today is. People are not who they say they are. The wolf is always at the door, Cindy G. It's always at the door. Sorry, Cindy, I didn't mean to yell at you. Sadie says, long time lurker. That's crazy. Welcome in. Holy crap. Hey, Cindy Swizz. Confident Joy, I love you, girl. You said the nicest things yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to acknowledge you for it. Thank you, Confident Joy. You're a good friend. Hey, Renee B. Oh, Kestrel's just been busy watching true crime, kind of like Maisie Shiloh. These people cheat on us with true crime, and it's really uncool. Kestrel, strike one. Okay. I'm packing sweatshirts. Yeah, because we're both on GLP-1s for Playa del Carmen nights. Yeah, well, rub it in. New shampoo and volume secrets. Yeah. Hey, Angel K. Hey, Sherry LeBrun. Am I really behind? Why is my phone way over there? Yes, I am really behind. Okay. Seems to be a theme lately. Hey, Diane Miller, welcome in. Catherine B. Hey, Christian. Tawana Ball. Does your new gallbladder medication help? What new gallbladder medication? Where's Yadira? She better be here. Her ass is grass. Your friends are so kind to say hello to me. Of course they are. It's because we're all friends here. The Pooper Scooper tribe. Oh my God, Jen. Oh, that's cute. That is pretty damn cute. Oh, let's see. Anna Banana's here. Lenora Gray. Hey, so a couple things. I pooped in the Dollar Tree. See what I mean? Maisie Shiloh, you're in the best possible company you could be in. Diane Miller pooped in the Dollar Tree. I've never done that. You've got me there, but good for you, and thanks for admitting to it. And Rachel Sandy, not to be depressing, but my aunt's funeral was this morning. She was 69. That is young, and I'm sorry that you lost your aunt. I'm so sorry. Do you have any tattoos? I do not. No, I don't have any tattoos. Irish Mart, I feel like I haven't seen you for a while. Alabama Rose, welcome in. Sorry. Hey, JoJo. That's okay, JoJo. I understand. Diane Miller, first live, and she admitted to pooping in the Dollar Tree. I love her already. Diane, you can't leave. Mods, lock the doors. Hey, Becky USA. Where the hell is Yadira? Get her in here. Get me a manager. Do it now. Hey, Pikachu Hunter. Welcome in. Hey, Carrie. Let's see. Reese, I was modding. My creator needed me. Okay, Kestrel, that's a little better. You get a free hall pass on that one. I understand. Mods are they're the real people. I hope you guys know that. Like, I might be the lead singer of the band. I'm just the mouthpiece. The mods are like literally doing the lighting, making the music happen, doing the wind chimes, the drums, the guitar, the piano. The mods are what makes the whole show go. I don't know if you realize. Hey, Jeannie Hansen, today's your birthday. So I stayed away from depressing news events until now. Is this was that? Is that here? Is this a depressing news event? I haven't even given you any depressing news yet. Joan Marie, happy birthday. I want to say today is my sister's birthday too. Hey, Jen Finberg. Today is Sam's birthday. You guys, you all know Sam. She came into the chat. You guys met her. How behind am I? Damn it. Oh boy. All right. Trying to catch up. Carmela Cannoli. I'm trying not to miss people. I don't like missing people. There's Nancy. There's FAFO. I know this is important to me. I think that's why I was meant to be here. The moment of having future situations. It is why, and I'm glad that the Lord showed you. I pooped my pants and blamed it on my chihuahua. How does that happen? Like the smell? I don't understand. I used to crop dust all over the place and blame it on my toddler and baby when he was one, but I don't think I could blame that on a chihuahua. Hey, James, welcome in. Diana H, we love you and we're thinking of you today. So today's my sister's birthday. And hey, Martin, hey, Gemini girl, Katie did it. There's Sophia. Okay, some of our people are finally trickling in. Jeez. Okay, I finally caught up. Why are you guys so late? That train's never late. Reese, you're stressing me out. Why? Why am I bringing people down? Okay, Joan says I didn't mean you. I was like, why is this the sad channel? Why is this the bad news channel? You are so popular and loved. Deb, stop. Keep going. Let's see. Okay, so happy birthday to my sister. Sam's doing good, DNV. But I do want to say this, and she absolutely gave me her okay to do this, and I announced it last week, but she gave consent. She was just diagnosed with breast cancer, my sister. And the reason I'm not a puddle on the floor right now, and I would be, is that she said that the doctor says it's very it looks like it's going to be very curable. Like I can't remember if she said it's like stage 2 perhaps, but it looks like we have very high hopes and I think she said chemo. She might have said hey, Auntie Janet says radiation, one or the other. It wasn't going to be both. And I get those confused because like right now my stepfather is on chemo and he cannot do radiation now. Oh, the panic is making, I'm sure everyone is acknowledged. I know I get panicked about that. Hey, Lazy Silver. So Sam asked me to announce that to you guys, not her birthday, but that she has breast cancer. And that thank you guys, and please pray for her. Just please pray for her. She asked me to get prayers. And the beautiful thing about her, a lot of you don't know. Well, how many of you watched Hey, Mama Bear, the lifeboat the other night when I was on talking about my story there of Scientology? I brought up Sam in that story, and Sam is the one who has been most of her life, she has been a drug user. And for the first time, she's in recovery. Like she's been in and out of jail as well, kind of like Tommy. They've both had that kind of a background. She's used all different kinds of drugs and really, really, really spent a lot of time trying to get sober. She's my half sister. Yes, Cindy G. And anybody who has an addiction like that, I used drugs for 2 years. I would not call me an ex-addict. Hey, Lori Ellingson. Hey, P. Taylor. And I feel like it's a disrespectful almost of me if I were to go, I was an addict. I'm a former addict. Not really. Not when you look at someone like Tommy or my sister who used for decades. I was on drugs for 2 years. Tommy said, I didn't get addicted. I can't think of the word he said. I just think it's disrespectful to call me an addict. I wasn't an addict. I got off of drugs and thank God I did. Please tell her to look up RSO. Charcoal Ninja, I will do that. And thank you for the super chat. Hey, Amy Edge. I was a drug user, but not an addict. And so anybody who was an addict dependent, maybe I was dependent. Yeah. But anybody who is an addict, like my sister or like Tommy, and all the people on the boat, there's so many people here too that fought. Hey, Kim is blue and won the addiction and became sober. And I have so much respect for you guys. I thank you, Elena Rainerman. Hey, Lisa Smith. When I first started getting with Tommy, when we were first together, a lot of people sent me emails and said, like, almost, you know how I joke and I say, well, I'm not really joking. It's not really a joke. Tommy is a rare breed. Hey, Barbara Waite. And I say this like, I love it when people will send jealous emails, like weird women. They don't do it as much anymore, but some women would be like, Tommy, come get with me, get rid of Reese. And it's like, yeah, it's fun and games. And he looks like fun and games. And he looks like, oh, I want a bad boy. Oh, ooh, he was in prison. That's hot. Hey, Gabby. Sure, it is hot. Hey, Roy, Susie with an S, welcome. Roy, welcome over. Those kinds of people, plus him being an ex-addict, that's a whole concoction. And I know I'm not telling you guys anything you don't know. But addiction is it's a massive thing to overcome. And yeah, Johnny, hearing that was hard. Hey, Courtney Ann. All I'm trying to say is I give you guys so much respect and I'm so impressed. Love you, JoJo. For anyone who has overcome being an alcoholic, some kind of an addict, even a food addiction. Guys, those things are not easy to overcome. It really can consume us. And my sister is clean now. My point to this is that my sister, I read the email from her on this show, I don't know, a few months ago. I hadn't talked to Sam in like almost 20 years. Her addiction tore us apart and it was really hard. And hey, BT, it was almost like Scientology tears families apart. Addictions can tear people apart, obviously, right? Addictions, hey, Mimi, can be super destructive, but especially to the person who's an addict, right? I did not know what goes into being with someone who is an ex addict. It really is their own special kind of recipe, right? Being an ex addict is, they deserve massive amounts of respect for what they've been through and where they are. Hey, Andy, that's all I'm saying. A lot of you quitting smoking, is still, it's a huge addiction. I smoked for almost 10 years. BT, it changes you. But they're also the most incredible people, right? They shouldn't be cast off because, like, Tommy, people they'll judge him differently if they know that he was in prison, if he's an ex-convict, if he was an addict, people will automatically judge you, right? That's so gross to me because they've fought so hard to beat that addiction. Even being a criminal, like Tommy was a criminal. He's not now. He did his time, but he was addicted. There's Yadira. Mm-hmm. 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 Being a criminal, I consider being that criminal was addicting for him, right? Yeah, for me, I smoked meth. All I'm saying is this: my sister beat it. I'm congratulating everyone here who had any kind of addiction. You don't have to have been addicted to illegal drugs, right? Yeah, giving up smoking, Shelly, is so hard to do. I'm just saying it makes you guys really strong and admirable in my book, and I'm proud of every one of you for beating whatever it is that you no longer are addicted to. Yeah, Susan P. Take care of that, would you please? Hey, Carolyn Hughes. I'm glad it's over. Tornadoes are freaky. Hey, Anita Card. So my point is, Sam, my sister, and we don't have to go on and on about this, but I'm impressed. Our relationship has been mended, and I never thought it would. I'm so sorry, Ruth Ann. And my sister is clean now. And my sister said to me, this was so beautiful. And I admire the hell out of people like this. Again, ex addicts who fought and won the battle. But she just found out last week, not for me, Martin, no. She just found out last week that she has breast cancer. And when I got the text, of course, I started crying. I was in LA when she told me. And she said, but it's totally something we can beat. She said, my doctor already said it's like stage 2, I think. And she said it's totally going to be able to be taken, like we can isolate it and take care of it with either chemo or radiation. And you know what I love what she said after that? She said, if you would be willing to ask your channel to pray for me, I really believe in prayer. Now, she, as far as I know, did not believe in God. Hey, cheap chick. And people who turn to and believe in God, I also really admire. I almost think it's neater for people to find God later in life than something they're born into, because they're kind of told everything about God and all the stories. And when a full grown, fully formed adult finds God, to me, that's more by choice. Either way, it's a good thing. But to me, it's, hey, Shasta, new sub, saw your show on the lifeboat, telling your story. Very moving and inspiring to see you taking a different path. Shasta, welcome. It's an honor to have you here, babe. Thank you. I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, please. Thank you for praying for her. Oh, people who find God later in life, kind of, I admire, because I just think it's neat. It's by choice. And so it's like me, I'm kind of glad I found God later in life, because I don't know the stories. I haven't read the Bible. I just know how I feel. And it's just a deep, powerful connection. Hey, Lady O. So my sister says, I'm like, oh my God, I will definitely have everyone pray. And I'm so sorry. And like, if there's anything I can do. And she said, either way, like, I believe strongly in the power of prayer. And she was like, so if you wouldn't mind asking people to pray, I'm a strong, firm believer in grouping people together to pray. And I said, me too, me too. But she said, and I love and admire this, there's so much strength to this. And I've seen it in so many people, especially working in senior living. She said, either way, though, I'm right with God and I know where I'm going. And I thought that was so admirable. Such a strong sentence, right? Like, I just thought, wow, like, either way, I thought that was really, really a cool thing to say. Hey, Kirsty Collins, Roy, folks must realize alcoholics and drug addicts have a disease that is not curable. It is manageable and must take it one day at a time. It's not an easy journey and must have a strong support. Yes, that's a beautiful thing to say, Roy. Hey, Copper, that is a beautiful thing to say. And that's why I was saying, Roy, that, people would say to me when we got with Tommy, like, you've never been with an addict. Like, this may not be for you. Kind of like that. Like, you might want to research being with an addict. It's not easy. Hey, Joanne Palmer, it's not easy, but I also wouldn't change a thing. I love addicts. I think they're beautiful people. They do have, hey, Alicia, addicts to me, ex addicts have like, there's something within their personality where it's like, now that hey, Charlene, I've been with Tommy and I've met so many ex addicts at this point. I love all of them. They're very special and they all have this like light in their eyes. It's like, do you have any idea what they've been through? They've made it to the other side. They deserve a lot of respect and just your time and the one day at a time thing. I love that. Thank you, Roy. And Sierra Terry, hi. Thank you for the giant super chat. I already miss you. I can't believe that was a week ago that we were in LA together. Want to send a hug and say hello. My Tommy, guys, she's married to a Tommy. And she was telling me all about him. And I love this. Addicts are very strong people and they deserve a lot of respect. I very much love and admire ex addicts or people who are trying to get clean, right? I don't not love people who are actual in active addiction, right? Like we don't not love those people too. We want to help them. Oh, I love that. God is around the brokenhearted. Tommy and I support each other with our former addictions. It's working, but it takes work. Yes. Sierra Terry, I'm glad you're here tonight. And I'm so glad I got to meet you in person. I really, really thought you were such a special lady. Thank you. Thank you. And tell Tommy hello. And I just love that she's married to a Tommy. And thank you for the giant super chat. That is so kind of you. Active recovery takes balls. Yes. Takes a lot of strength. There's a lot of strength to people who were in that situation and got themselves out of it. And I have the utmost respect for, I think people, the strength and conviction it must take to overcome an addiction. Exactly, Maisie. And I guess what I'm trying to say is people automatically judge people like that. And I hate it. I get automatically judged because I was married to a really old man. I must have been a gold digger, right? I get automatically judged because I'm an ex-Scientologist. Well, I can't be trusted, right? Like people, what would you call that? Stereotyping? Like people who were addicts, it's like, ew, trashy. Like I've gotten that off of people before and it's like, what? Addicts are very, very intense, special people that exude strength, in my opinion. Right? They don't take life for granted. I love that. I would rather be around those types of people who've been through cults, domestic violence, high control groups, addiction, right? Recovery. Those are the people I want to be around. Those are the people who have seen a lot. They label us. Charlene, I'm so sorry. It's so gross to me. Hey, Tennessee girl. Thank you, Martin. That is such a nice thing to say. Sober since hey, Nicole Taylor, sober since 94, grew up and went to nursing school and soon to retire. It's a literal miracle. What a shit show. Yeah, I loved. Tommy doesn't do those shows as much as he used to, but I really miss those sobriety shows because you would really see people come out of the woodwork and share their stories. And I don't know about you guys, but that's where it's, hey, Mop Man. I started my journey with the higher power in jail. After 30 years, quit drinking in November. Damn, son. See what I mean? That alone is such a powerful story. That's such a powerful testimony. I just think, you guys say to me a lot, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But when I tell my Scientology story, people are like, oh my God, you're so strong. Not any more than anybody else. Not any more than Archie's mom. I was a heavy addict to drugs, hard drugs. For 20 years, been sober for almost 4 years and came off my medication 6 months ago. Tell me that's not strength. Mop man, right? Hey, old Charlie, right? I mean, that's a story of really overcoming something huge and strength. And I admire the shit out of you guys for that. Conquering addiction takes some serious balls. It really does, Shelly. Reese, not nitpicking, but recovering addicts are strong people. Addicts are actually at their lowest and weak. We all know what you mean. It takes a lot of will to become a recovering. Is that how you say it? I'm just not saying it correctly. I apologize. Thank you, Roy, for correcting me. So it would be a recovering addict. An addict would be someone in active addiction. See, I didn't even know. I shouldn't speak to things I don't know. Hey, Air Supply. I can speak to the fact that what the message I was trying to say, which is I admire very much whether someone has been sober for a day or sober for 20 years. I just think it's very admirable and it shows a lot of strength. Absolutely. Is there such a thing you can, wait, Lisa, is there such a thing that you can drink and function? Does that still make you an alcoholic? Oh, you're asking the wrong person. I've never been a drinker, so I don't know the answer to that. Other than I would think, yes. What makes an alcoholic? To where you're not functioning, right? Where you're not able to operate heavy machinery. I don't know what makes an alcoholic. Probably someone who's addicted to it and can't go without, I would guess, but I'm not sure. I'm the wrong person to ask for that. I would not try to dole out that kind of advice. Shasta says, Shasta's brand new, by the way. I was raised in a cult for half of my life. My parents cut me off when I walked away from Jehovah's Witnesses. I didn't want to raise my daughters in it. Wow. I've heard of that happening. Thank you for sharing that story. You're really pretty, and I'm glad that you told us, and I'm sorry that that happened to you. High control groups are frightening, and I'm glad that you got away from that. Oh, I love this, Maisie. I'm reading all of the comments. Can we please just see how most people are more alike than different? Yes. Love you all and respect the transparency here. Me too. You spoke just well. I love you willing to learn another language, third at least now. Thank you, Cindy G. Yeah, I did not mean any disrespect. I hope no one took it that way. I don't know what I'm talking about, and I don't. Okay, Roy. Hey, Elaine. I don't know what I'm speaking to. That's one of the reasons I'm like, I can speak Scientology all day with you guys, but I would never try to pretend to know something that I know nothing about. And I only can speak to my own drug use when I was 16 years old. And I wasn't, thank God, I wasn't a drug user after the age of 18, but I did smoke cigarettes and I know how hard it is. Thank you, Cindy G. I didn't want anyone to take that as like, well, that's disrespectful. Tommy and the Lifeboat really helped me get through the journaling show, taught me so much. Archie's mom, he's incredible with that. Yeah, they both are. Johnny also journals. They're both big journalers. I don't, just because I feel as though it's easier for me to verbally journal than write things down. And that's what I do here. To me, this is a verbal journal. I'm always speaking my way through things. And I love doing it by holding your guys' hands and walking through it together. And then we all kind of share something. And then I reflect on something that you said. And I just heal faster that way than writing stuff down in private. It's not for everybody. Hey, Camden girl. Maisie, I love that. I love Maisie. Hey, Donna Folker. And Maisie, you're absolutely right, by the way. People, I was thinking about this today. So I got an email this morning. I get hate emails all the time, and I don't ever bring them up to you guys. Every once in a while, I will. People want to divide us. And I don't mean just on YouTube. I mean in the world. Like people always point out our differences and as if that's to make us want to, right, not get along. And the truth is, Maisie's right. We're way more similar, I think, as a whole than we are different. I really believe that strongly. Hey, Roulette Master, I don't smoke cigarettes, but I get them free in the VIP room at the casino. So I pick up a free pack every day. I have about 100 packs right now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. That's incredibly bizarre. Wow. That is weird. Do you have friends that smoke? I'm sure you know what you could do, dude? Stocking stuffers. Do you know anybody that like, honestly, if there's like homeless people that smoke, they would probably be super, super grateful. Not that I'm encouraging smoking, but if you have 100 packs of cigarettes, uh, $10 a pack, I might as well grab them. Yeah, I mean, if it were me, I would give them out to homeless people that smoke because I've been around homeless people before and they're like, "Do you have a cigarette?" And I mean, obviously that would be helpful for them. They don't have to buy them or try to get money for them, but that's just me. I don't know. I think that's maybe something I would do with them. Yeah, I mean, rather than giving them to your friends who are able to buy cigarettes, I would give them away. Not that I encourage it, but if you have 100 free packs of cigarettes, I mean, better than wasting them, you might as well give them to someone who has a smoking addiction and that can't afford it. That's how I look at that. Do most homeless people have lighters? Probably, but here's the thing: they'll get a lighter, dude. They're not going to have they can go buy a lighter for $2. Cigarettes are expensive, so yeah, I wouldn't worry about the lighter. I'd hand them the cigarettes and go, "You got to come up with the lighter." But if they're smokers, they probably have a lighter. Again, not encouraging smoking, but I always grab the camels. That can be regular or menthol. I loved menthols, menthol camels. I smoked Marlboro Light menthols. But if someone's got smokes anyway, I would give them to homeless people. That's what I would do. I would drive around and make their frickin' day, man. That would make their day. Honestly, they'd probably Kim is Blue's like, this is weird. Bye. They'd probably enjoy a pack of smokes more than $5. I bet a homeless person would be like, choice between $5 and a pack of cigarettes. If they're a smoker, they're going to be like, give me the smokes. You know who else would go crazy over them? People in prison. Tommy told me that like cigarettes were like $10 a piece, like for a cigarette in prison. Although you can't go because I tried to make a basket of sandwiches and take it into a prison and like hand them all out to the prisoners and they said no. So I don't think you can do that with cigarettes, but I would love to go to a prison, make sandwiches and sit around with the guys and be like, "So, what's your sign? Where'd you grow up? What do you know?" But Tommy said I can't do that because I would get probably attacked. I started journaling after emailing Tommy. It helps with depression. I love that for you, Mop Man. And it does work, apparently. Sometimes I drive by El Dorado Penitentiary where BTK is, but I doubt they will let me give him cigarettes. God, I would love to talk to him now. I've always wanted to chat with Dennis Rader. Is that weird? I mean, I know it's weird. You don't have to answer that. But I always wanted to chat with him. He seems like, I just feel like there's things that we would like, there'd be a spark and I'd be like, no way. We have that in common. I'm just kidding. It's a strange part of our conversation, DNV. It sure is. They bulldozed his house. Diane Miller, I couldn't be happier about that. Smokes are my best friend. I loved smoking, Sandy Kovacs. It was like my favorite damn thing. Hey, Jen O. I watched Sounds of the Lambs for the first time today, and I get why you love Hannibal Lecter. No way. Maisie Shiloh, don't even get started on it, girl. Don't do it. Don't take the bait. I heard that too, Mop Man. Quitting smoking is really hard to do. The only reason I did it is because I got knocked up. And even then, I'm like, I could have smoked. But see, my mom smoked with me, and that's why I have corgi legs. I have Chihuahua legs. I have a normal body with Chihuahua legs. And I think it's because my mom smoked with me and I have underdeveloped legs. And every time I bring that up, she goes, "Why don't you just be glad you have legs?" And I'm like, because it doesn't look right on a regular body to have corgi legs. That's why. What did you think of Silence of the Lambs? What are your thoughts? You really do get it? Hey, Don Pariso. I thought that was interesting on Tommy's channel the other night. I do have a raging crush, and I developed this like deep connection with Hannibal Lecter when I was like 7 years old, and I'm still working through that. And I think it's weird. Same with George Carlin. They were like both my fathers. It was weird. Maisie, it's the truth. I smoked for 30 years. Hey, Iwa. It's okay, Iwa. It was the hardest thing to quit. Yeah, it's really hard to quit smoking. Guys, I got an email today. Thanks, Diana H. I got an email today that I get hater emails. They love to try to get to me. They're like, "How can we get to her?" And I'm like, "You can't. I was bull baited forever. It's pretty hard to do." Someone called me morally bankrupt, and I was like, "Put that on a t-shirt. It sounds cool." Like it was felt like a compliment. Putting those 2 words together, I was like, "That sounds kind of neat." Can anybody explain what that means? Thanks, Sophia. Uh, if you want, sorry, I missed your comment. What was their reasoning and logic? They do it all the time, Cindy. That people uh, they totally think it gets me. What does it mean? I know. I was like, Jeannie Hansen, is Helena in here? Can we get some merch that says that? Oh, it means no morals? Would you guys say I have morals? I always think of that Nine Inch Nails song, and he says, "My moral standing is lying down." I mean, yes, I'm an ex-Scientologist. Do I have morals? I mean, where it's important. Where it applies, I don't know. You don't want it. Not you, Reese. Ran out of morals. It means you had morals. Oh, well, that doesn't apply to me. I didn't have morals and then I started getting morals later in life. Right? Wouldn't you say that's true? Like up till the age of 38, I didn't really have any morals. Well, thank you so much, Lovey. That's so nice of you. Wouldn't you guys agree that actually it's the opposite? I didn't have morals while I was a Scientologist, but now I'm kind of growing morals. Do morals grow like flowers or a mushroom? Do morals just appear? Can you suddenly get them? How do you run out of morals? Wait, think of money if you're bankrupt. Switch out money for morals. So if you have money and you're bankrupt, that means you don't, you overspent and you can't pay back the creditors. Isn't that what that means? Well, that's not fair. That doesn't feel right. Hold on. I'm confused, but I thought it was such a cool pairing of words. I was like, I'm morally bankrupt. That's like calling me a digital panhandler. I'm like, that backfired on you because I kind of like it. And I am a digital panhandler. That is my job. Hey, Bigsy. No money equals bankrupt. Hey, Laureen Brown. You have morals. Once you got away from Scientology, you're growing in so many ways. Well, that's what I'm asking. They are trying to fade your shining light. They're full of dark hatred. Well, definitely true, Archie's mom. But I'm just trying to connect the dots here. Can you magically grow morals? Can you get morals back? Like when you go bankrupt with money, you get money again one day. Hey, Nurse Teal. Well, anyway, I just thought, you know what? I'll take it to the chat. We'll take it to the Friday night chat. And yeah, like when people say you have no moral compass, like that's just fancy schmancy terms. Like, what does that mean? No moral compass. What does that mean? You're constantly lost in the woods? I don't understand. Hey, Chew. Well, hey, style and hair. Ew, judgy. Oh, come on. I never get judged, guys. I never get judged for every decision and breath I take. I have questionable morals, but I do have them. Yeah, that's what I would say. I don't think that's the worst thing. I know you. I love that about you. You're taking back the insults and making them positive, meaning that you're actively rejecting morality, like choosing evil over good on purpose. Oh, I don't feel like I do that unless it's Marilyn. Hey, hippie Jay. Like, unless it's one of our haters, then of course we're going to direct like you're a horrible individual, right? Um, so I'm morally bankrupt. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of a cool choice of words. It made me feel cool. You build morals, you choose them. Look at Barbara Waite. She's like, enough of this shit. Oh, good Lord. Ted Bundy was morally bankrupt, not you. You have strong morals. Do I? Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if you guys really know me. I don't know. Sometimes I worry about you guys more than I worry about myself. Oh, yeah, you gotta ignore the haters. Of course, of course. Was the email from Marilyn? Probably. It's probably one of her little friends, one of her gross little friends. I always thought that Ted Bundy purposely not eating for a couple of months and then escaping through the vent in the top of his cell was quite a feat. Serial killers are horrible, but interesting. I had no idea that he did that. Ted Bundy, I always said I would have gone off into the woods with him. He was the looker. The only thing about Ted Bundy that really turned me on is he went to law school. No consideration. You could be called boundary bankrupt. I like that. Maybe I should email the person back and go, "Hey, we did a poll on my channel. I you misspelled moral. It's boundary. I'm boundary bankrupt." That's a good point. It's a total judgmental statement. Of course it is, West Coast Fancy Nancy. People love nothing more. And here's the problem with the internet. Mop man, physical. Here's the problem with the internet, guys, is people love to say whatever they want because they're safe misspelled. They're safe behind a screen. Hey, original land, they're safe behind their keyboards. People can email me and say whatever they want. I have a question. What do you think these people are like in real life? In all seriousness, what do you think they're like? I bet they're terrifying. I wonder how they treat people. I wonder what they look like. Like anybody who treats people like that, you know they're ugly on the inside and the outside. Lovey says, "Yes, you're a cool ass chick. You rock." Dang. Thank you. Say it louder. I like how you said it in all caps. It's a feeling in your gut if it makes you feel bad or good about something. Hey, Julie, this is a great point. See, this is interesting because the word morals is huge in Scientology. So the person that emailed you said you have no morals. That would be correct. I get weird emails. Like I get the weirdest emails of like, Reese, we're sad that you're still alive. Remember I had an email on Christmas morning and they were like, it's a shame that you're still with us on planet Earth. I was like, you're going to have to do better. Like I'm always disappointed in our haters. I'm like, I just expect more on the resume of a hater. Morals are subjective. That's an interesting point. Let's have a chat about this real quick. We've got time. It's Friday night. We don't have a topic. Thank you for paying to say that, Nancy. My husband is listening. He just said Reese has morals. He's a lurker. That's adorable. Thank you. And please tell him that I thought you lived in Vermont and he may not, he may think I have morals, but he's like, she definitely doesn't have smarts, that one. She's got a few morals. Wouldn't say that she's super bright. What do we feel about morals? What are morals to you? And I agree with Nancy on this. Speaking of Nancy, recycling because being in Scientology, you didn't have morals, but you learned what morals were and choose to have good morals, good ones. Yes. I love the fact that we talk about morals. They are subjective to the person, cultures even. So that's my question. This is a bit creepy. Now it's about to, this is the creepy part of the show. Hey, Nikki. Tommy and Reese YouTube golf. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like a cool channel. Let's start it. Jeno says, honestly, who cares? It seems like people are running out of things to say. The haters are upset because you're a badass. Yes. Yes. Yeah, cheap chick for sure. Seriously, in all dead seriousness, guys, this is a little weird. Morals are subjective. And L. Ron Hubbard in Scientology always said this, and I think it's true. I think this is true. He would say that ethics are a personal thing. Hey, Heidi. Ethics are a personal thing. And I always believed this. And so let me give you the definition of what morals are in Scientology, by the way. So ethics is personal to you. Ethics is what is right or wrong for you. Morals are what's right and wrong and the agreements that we've made, what's right and wrong as a group. So LRH always said, if you're not getting your ethics in, then that's when morals come in. So like the group has to step in and take over. I'm guessing that's probably not the real world definition, but it creeps me. What are you doing over there? Google meaning, a person's standards of behavior or beliefs concerning what is and not acceptable for them to do. Interesting. I think it's been a long ass winter for the haters, and they are just throwing stuff at the wall at this point. I think they ran out of shit to say a long time ago. I have to say this real quick about our haters. My haters are so stupid. I have two specific big time haters. They're both guys. I mean, we've got Marilyn, but she doesn't count to me. Like, she's just dumber than a sack of diapers. But we have two haters that feed off of each other and their friends. And one is a Nazi and one is a racist. And I think that goes hand in hand anyway. But one of them is a little smarter than the other. And the racist one is the dumbest sack of shit in the world. Hey, Rhonda McNeil. And he walks every time I don't mention his name. He walks right into the trap I set every single time. And it's sad. I do it every time. It's like cat and mouse. It's my Scientology bull bait. I'm bull baiting the shit out of this guy without saying his name. I do it all the time. I bull bait him. And then he turns around the next day and he makes a video and he's like, Reese said this about me yesterday and I am not that. Like a 3-year-old. And I'm like, it works every time. It works every time. This dumb shit steps into my trap every single time I do it. And I got to be honest, sometimes I get bored and I'm like, Lady O is like, I think it's been a long winter. It's kind of been a long winter for me too. And sometimes I just play pinball with these jackasses and I don't say their names, but I'll mention and I'll like build on it. And then they go do a video and they're like, Reese said this. That's not true. I'm like, oh man, it works 100% of the time. Thanks for the bull baiting, LRH. Once again, it does come in handy. The point is, the point is simply this. They're dumbasses, Kim is blue. They're literally, yeah, they're really dumb. They're really, really dumbass people. It is fun to play with them sometimes, Lady O. Hey, Holly. No, I'm being serious, guys. It creeps me out a little bit, back to this topic, when you say morals are subjective. I know, old Charlie, you're absolutely right. Old Charlie, strike one for me, by the way. I realize it's not the right thing to do. I realize I'm stooping to their level when I do it, but sometimes I run out of content. I don't have anything to say. And so I'm just like, let's play with the haters for a minute. They're going to get angry tomorrow and make all kinds of content. Don't forget, they are being paid by Scientology. Hey, Leslie. So in a lot of ways, I'm just doing the right thing. I'm just doing my societal duty, right? To Scientology. We're fighting Scientology by fighting the paid haters. Yes, Martin, for sure. Julie, morals being subjective creeps me out. We can, Maisie Shiloh. Leslie, you're so cute. I love Leslie, and I'm glad you're here. I agree with L. Ron Hubbard on this. I love you, Joanne Hawley. They're just a bunch of peckerheads with no purpose. They are absolute peckerheads. They absolutely are. That's a nice old school term. I like it. What's acceptable then? Like, who said it earlier? Sometimes even, was it Cindy G? Morals can be cultural. Like, it creeps me out. What's normal in some cultures and like accepted within their society is sometimes to us like, what? Don't you think that's creepy and weird? So it's almost subjective to say to somebody, you're morally bankrupt. Because again, like L. Ron Hubbard says, ethics is a personal thing. And I agree with this. I agree with some things that he said. What's appropriate for you may not be for me. These people get so triggered when you say anything they can't argue with. Trigger them, Reese. I know. You can take the girl away from the bull bait, but you can't take the bull bait out of the girl. That's why I see all of these ex-Scientologists, and I'm like, I see you. I know what you're doing. I see their tactics from so far away. I don't watch a lot of channels, but every once in a while, Sarah Blackshear, every once in a while, I will listen to an ex-Scientologist on YouTube, and I'm like, oh Scientology runs deep with this one. Like sometimes you don't take them out of the cult. I see the tactics they're using. I see the policies they're applying. I see the TRs, the training routines that they're using. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm not even mad at them for it. I do it too. I catch myself doing it too. Why do you think I don't work with ex Scientologists? You put us together, shit gets dangerous real fast. And I'm being dead serious about that. Like you don't want to put a bunch of ex Scientologists together. It's not a good idea. Oh, I love that Kim is blue. I would have no morals. Wait, I just read that wrong. In my defense, I saw this. I grow up with, and I was trying to read yours at the same time. And I meshed them together. Hey, Janet Hunter. Okay. Let me try this again. Use your words, Reese. That would have no morals. Moreover, Kim, there are people that are morally bankrupt. Most of us agree. Anyone that would hurt a kid, yeah, that's true. So there are some things that to me are not up for debate. I agree with that, Cindy G. To a degree, like for instance, hurting a child. None of us would ever support that. But I feel like there are some parts of the world or cultures where, like even Scientology, there are no kids. That's true, Lovey. Scientology, there are no kids. They hurt children in Scientology, and they see that as okay. So that's my point. Like, it's weird that it is subjective. That's weird. That's really weird when you think about it. Yeah, and it doesn't. Scientology does not practice what they preach. But it's even funny with my haters. I see the tactics they're using. Like, they're no question. How sad and toxic to be a paid hater. That's what, hey, great picture. Is that you? All right, get out there, Mrs. Tiger Woods. That's the only golfer I know. Did she? Jenna did a nice video today. Good for her. I like that. I like that she's putting out content. That's the thing too. Hey, Case Face. I've said this before, but I really do think how much better it would be if we all could use our Scientology. Yadira, why? Oh, you mean water? I thought you meant like, did you take up drinking alcohol? Thanks, Yadira. How much better things would be. Tell us in your own words. Hey, I've been using the ones everyone has been using. What does that mean? What are you guys laughing at? What happened? There's nothing wrong with being an evil genius once in a while. No, seriously, guys, it would be such a better place because there are so many of us now. There's a lot of ex Scientologists using their voices, and it's just a shame. It's just a shame that they all use Scientology tactics on each other. And don't try to tell me they don't, because I see it. It's all I know. Scientology is something I know and I spot immediately. Of course, I'm going to. I was in it for 38 years. Good for you, Leslie. Seems like Scientology denies abuse or child abuse for that matter because morally it's considered wrong. Well, they're of course going to on camera, right? So you're never going to see a true Scientologist. That's why I say, like, that's why I like all these ex-Scientologists having a YouTube channel. They're pulling back the Scientology curtain and exposing them for who and what they really are. Play them at their own game, Reese girl. You know you got the smarts and wit. You have already won. Well, with my haters, of course, because my haters are truly the dumbest of the dumb ass mother effers. These guys are so stupid. Like I actually get a kick out of it. Like even trying to watch them like attempt at speaking, I'm like, what? It's sad. All they do is hate. And I mean, truly hate. Like they hate Black people. The one has a guy in a noose hanging, a black doll with my name on it. And the other one is a true Nazi. Like, and I have more haters than that, but those are kind of the main ones that focus on me all the time. Never met these people, but they're paid. They're paid by Scientology. I'll say this about Jen. I was already separating mentally from my ex, a narcissist, a year before I left him. So I don't assume anything just because they got back together. Do I think Scientology is a dying religion? A lot of people would say yes. I, I don't think so. I don't think it's growing. Let's put it that way. I don't think it's growing. But I also think people are still continuing to have children. And I think those kids are going to go into it. I think there will be a new generation of Scientologists. I don't think it's going to be as, I don't think Scientology is booming like it was in the 70s and 80s. But yeah, I don't know that, I don't think it's, we're going to see it succumb in our lifetime. No, I do not. How many of the younger, newer kids are staying? Cindy G, almost all of them, because they're born into it. Their parents are raising them as Scientologists. I know so many kids that are Scientologists. Not anymore. I don't know them, but I did. I like this, Janet Hunter. So she says, don't assume anything just because they got back together. So here's the thing. Yeah, Jenna and Aaron are back together. We don't really do this kind of content. I don't do this kind of drama and comment on other people's relationships. But I will say this. I don't know Jenna. I've met her once on a call, a group call for our foundation we were on together at one time years ago. So I can't say I know her. I would never try to claim it and go, oh, I know Jenna. I don't know Jenna. Don't know anything about her. I like her videos. I like what she stands for. That's about all I know about her. Like, I don't know if she's a really great person. I don't know if she's a terrible person. I don't know much about her. I know her brother. I know Sterling pretty well, but I don't know her. And as far as her getting back with Aaron, that's not our business. Even though, like Aaron has talked all kinds of shit about my relationship. I'm not going to do that out of respect for Jenna. Hey, Bridge. But also, it's really would be for me to judge her for that would strongly be the pot calling the kettle black. And I think most of us would be the pot calling the kettle black. So what I mean by that is how many of you, if you're willing to, this is like saying I've shit my pants and so is everybody else. And people who go, I never have. Okay, sure you haven't. No, I didn't read her book, Martin. I think everybody has gone back to a relationship that may be not the best one they could be in. But I believe that Jenna is a fully formed adult woman. She's a mother and she knows what she's doing. That's all I'll say about that. I don't want to say like, oh, that's too bad for her. I don't see anything wrong with her making her own choices as an adult. She didn't get to do that in probably most of her life, I'm guessing, as a Scientologist. So her being able to make choices, whether they're good or bad, I support that. As crazy as that sounds. I've told you this 100 times. I have a friend who's dating someone. Aw, Sherry LeBron. That's true. See, you're not morally bankrupt. Perfect example here. You were going to do it. You already did it. What again? What again? I like her, but it's taking a long time to learn this lesson. Maybe it won't be a lesson for her. Maybe this time it'll stick though, Alana. Like, we cannot control what people do, nor would we want to. And I know that you're agreeing with me right now, Alana. Like, you got to let people make their own choices. And this is what I say to all of you. Even if you think I'm making a mistake. So many people emailed me when Tommy and I got back together and they were like, you're making a mistake. Okay, that's according to you. And let me make my own mistakes. If you believe it's a mistake, you're still my friend and you'll support me anyway. That's how I look at that. Just like when we have a friend that dates someone we feel is not the right person, let the other person make their own. And you're literally in my head. I have a friend who's dating someone that I do not like. I don't like this person. I have never once told this friend I don't like the guy because I'm 42 almost, and this person's older than I am. And I think it's very entitled and selfish to tell someone to literally intervene and become a wedge between these two people who've chosen to be together. What do I have to do with it? I'm not sleeping with these people. I don't live with these people. Let people make their own mistakes. And here's the other thing. She's crazy about this guy, my friend. So let me put this to the test for you. Walk up to a smoker and go, those things will kill you. Those are going to give you lung cancer. You really should quit. That's entitled and shitty to say to somebody. That when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When my friend decides that he's not for her, that'll be her decision to make. If Jenna decides this isn't for me, that'll be her decision to make. Like, I do want to give people the freedom to love who they want to love or to be with someone who they want to be with, right? It may not, it may be clear as day. There may be a billion red flags for us, right? I get that, but there's still nothing we can do about it. Looking at that smoker who's got, COPD, and you go, that's going to kill you. Quit smoking for your health. Quit now. That's such a shitty thing to do. You're very entitled if you do that. It's like, it ain't your body. It's not your decision to make. Do you think they don't know that smoking is bad for them? Do you think Jenna doesn't know the ins and outs of her relationship with Aaron better than any of us? We don't know the ins and outs. She does. So if she knows it's bad for her, then let her know that, right? Like, she knows. Trust me, she knows. She knows if it's good. She knows if it's bad. I have been in enough relationships and broken up and gotten back together and broken up, and it was toxic as shit. And now I look back on it and I'm like, what was I doing? Well, it took me as many times as it took me to leave. That's all. Mommers, I won't. I know her choice. I have no right to judge, but their breakups have been so public, it's hard not to. Totally. That's the only thing I'll say is hopefully they've learned that lesson. But even if they haven't, I don't give a holy shit. They're not my friends. But like Kami and I had a very public, my fault, public breakup, right? I learned from that, and I will never do it again. I hardly talk about us. If you've noticed, I'll say hi to him in here. I'll say he's got a cute nose. I hardly talk about it because, quite honestly, I'd love to talk about it, but I don't want to, because there's also people watching right now that are not rooting for us, that hate us. And I think, no, I'm going to protect it. I'm going to protect that. That's not anybody's business. And I can feel the judgment sometimes on people. And it's like, nah, I don't need that. So I'll never make that public again. And I hope they don't too, but what I hope doesn't matter. And so, yeah, I mean, I think that's a hard thing for women. It's also dangerous for women to exit those toxic relationships. You need to make an exit plan. So true, Leslie. I can't tell you, I've said this so many times, but my last marriage was bad. It got bad. It got physical. And when I left and told the whole story, so many people on YouTube and in my email were like, you are so irresponsible. You had a child. Why didn't you leave sooner? You were in danger. You put your son in danger. What a sick ass thing to say. To minimize what somebody, you have no idea what I was going through. You weren't there. Easy for you to say, right? Like, and it's the same thing. Yeah, Mop Man. Those of us who are willing to admit it have been Jenna Miscavige many, many times. Let's be fair. Like, maybe it'll work this time. It's her choice. It's their relationship. And honestly, I don't know what the hell goes on behind the scenes there. And I don't want to know, even if I was privileged to know that. I don't want to know. If Scientology lost its nonprofit status, do you think it would take it down? Yeah, I think it would. I think it would make a sizable dent. Your life is a series of phases. I love that. I had people tell me that when I was on prescribed methadone to get me off that I was a junkie. Glad I didn't listen. Look at me now, bitches. Exactly. And look at you now. And here's the other thing, guys. Thank you, Cindy. Here's the other thing. Hey, Rhonda. Thank you, Rhonda. I love that one. Here's the other thing. This is so shitty because it's so true. People, we always want to remember how we were talking about this yesterday? You think you know, but you don't know. You spin up a narrative in your head, but you don't really know. I hate that, roulette master. Me too. Most people know what's best for them. Jenna's a 40-something-year-old woman. She knows what's best for her. I'm going to leave it at that. She knows what's best for her. I trust that she knows what's best for her. And I don't even know that girl. Hey, Allie girl, but I trust that she knows what's best for her. And that goes with my one friend. She's told me some things that I'm like, ugh, I don't like this person that she's dating. I would never tell her that. I wouldn't even show signs of it. It's just not my damn business. And I think lately, more than anything in my life, I'm like, I always hesitate now when I'm talking to somebody. And I think if I wouldn't want it done to me, I'm not going to say it. Hey, Annette Faber. If so, people felt so like it was so necessary to reach out to me and go, you need to do this. You need to tell Tommy this. You need to be doing this. You have a child. I do not like people stepping in and giving me advice I don't want and telling me what I need to do. I'm 41 years old. If I want your advice, I ask. And I will say that here a lot of the times. I'm asking for feedback. What would you do? I'm mindful when I say that now. I'm aware that I'm saying it. Also, I am aware that I'm a bad addict when it comes to what would you do? What would you do? What would you do? I reach for external validation. Hey, late night Mark, welcome over. I reach for that kind of shit. So I'm kind of an addict when it comes to that. And I'm aware of it. And I'm aware of my habit. So I know whenever I say like, what would you do? I'm very aware that I'm saying it. It's not just on a loop. Thank you, Lil Redneck. What's wrong with Tommy? He's really caring. Absolutely nothing's wrong with Tommy. But the point is, Leslie, people see things or they think they see things and they feel the need to dip into your life. And here's the thing. They have every right to do that. I don't get mad at people for emailing me and going, Tommy's not good for you because of this, or your channel is going in the wrong direction because of this, or you did a stream the other night. I don't like the topic. So I'm going to explain why I don't like it. People do that to me still all the time. Hey, Southie girl. And they're not. Yes, Purple Groovy. That's so true. No, Martin, I don't. They're not even wrong when they're doing it to me. And here's why. Because I've heard people go, that's none of their damn business. I kind of make it your business because I make my life your business on YouTube. I talk about my life here. So it's not like I don't really get mad at people. And I also assume people are coming from the right place. But speaking of, right. Yeah, everybody judges Tommy on his past. Me too. People hold Tommy to a person or a version of who he was in the past. That's garbage, right? We don't hang out with people like that. Yes, mommers. But what was I going to say? I know. We were saying a second ago that morals are subjective. I know morals are subjective. I did several streams on this like a year or more ago, and I realized something. This is going to sound crazy, but it feels very true. Here's one of the things for the new people. I'm always figuring shit out, and it's not anything new to you guys. It's always like super simple stuff. But because I came from inside of a cult, like so many things are new to me. And I'm like, did you guys know this? And people are like, we've literally known that since we were 10 years old. There's things that I'm like all excited about, something I'll learn about life. And people are like, yes, we knew that, but congratulations on figuring it out. This is going to sound super simple, but like being judgmental, people emailing me and saying, thank you, Tennessee girl. You're uncomfortable talking about another content creator. What do you mean? What are you voicing? I don't know what you mean by that. Can you be more specific, Tennessee girl? Are you talking about Jenna right now? Well, we've moved on from that, but I understand. We don't typically talk about other content creators, especially poorly. But I'm just saying I was sticking up for Jenna, quite honestly. Late night, Mark. He is. But here's the thing, guys. Okay, Tennessee girl. And just know, Tennessee girl, I want you to self-care. Like always know if there's a topic you don't like, I don't want you to push yourself to be sitting here through it. We're not talking about Jenna anymore. But again, I felt I was sticking up for Jenna. I wasn't tearing her down. I don't tear people down that I don't know. And I don't make assumptions about people that I don't know. And that's what I was trying to say. She knows what's best for her and we're moving on from it. But thank you, Leslie. Every single thing. Thank you, Tennessee girl. I'm glad you saw it that way because I wasn't tearing her down. I have reason to tear down Aaron. Aaron has personally attacked me and said horrible things about me. I'm not going to do it. But we all know I'm not a fan of him. And I'll make that clear. But I'm not here to tear him down and do a show on it either. I don't have that kind of fucking time. Uh, that's such a nice thing to say. Okay, what I was about to say though, because I don't want to forget. Reese, it's your life, your journey. Be unapologetic for who you are. Just peeps are just jealous. They can't stand to see others happy. That is a fact. And it's a weird ass phenomena in human beings. It's a weird thing when people get jealous. Yeah, Marissa, when people get jealous of people doing well, it's a weird thing. But the point is, those emails that I get, like, you should have done this. Why did you say this? I don't like this. I hate that you talked about that. I don't like that you and Tommy are together. I love that you and Tommy are together. Why don't you and Tommy live together? Why don't you guys have a baby? Are you still fertile? I've gotten those emails too, just so you guys know. Literally, like, you and Tommy should have a child. It's overwhelming. But here's the thing. Does anybody ever realize or talk about the fact that you should do this, you shouldn't do that, you should try this food, you should do that, you should travel here, you should move there, you should have another kid, you should get a poodle? Don't do it. All of those things are based on what? Jenna was like, that kid would be cute though. Would it? It would. It would. Tommy would be an excellent father too. It's not going to happen. What is it based on? I realized this one day. Every single thing, there's some absolutes. I get it. There's some black and whites. There are some things that just are what it's just a fact of life. Thank you, Diana H. Yes, Leslie, it's subjective. Everything is subjective. So when you look at it like that, it's so much easier to not take it personally. When someone says to me, like, sweetie, you should do this. My parents did this. Oh, okay. So that's based on your upbringing, which is very different from my upbringing, right? Like, they're projecting. Yes, you should do what works for you. But why is that so hard, cheap chick? Why is it so easy for people to go, you should do this, you should do that? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but if I go out in public, just strike up a conversation with people. It's such a habit for people to be like, oh, you've got to do this. Oh, you've got to try that. Oh, you need to do this. Oh, my dad did this. Holy shit. And while their hearts are in the right place, it doesn't make them bad people. Like, I give them all the grace in the world. Hey, Moonlight, the fact of the matter is, though, I'm going to do what's best for me and I'm going to enjoy it. So thank you. Because some people get upset if you don't do it, right? It's everybody else's opinion. And it's weird how much people project that onto you. Do you guys, am I wrong? I also could be a target for shit like that because I came out of Scientology and I knew nothing and people were just trying to help me. But I cannot tell you that I got thousands of emails of people that were like, you should do this. You should do that. You should try this. My parents did this. This is how I do it with my son. It's like, okay, I didn't ask. But you don't want to be rude, right? You don't want to respond and be like, F off. Like they're trying to help. And I understand where they're coming from. But some of that shit's just crazy. Kirsty says, Reese, people who judge and tell you what to do have issues in their own life. They normally don't self-reflect and therefore continue their lives with a negative outlook. Well, yes. And to add to that, it's easier to tell people what to do than it is to work on yourself. So rather than those people, right, Sophia, rather than those people, it does seem like everyone tells you what to do. They do. And here's the reason too, is because I don't tell people, I don't say anything. People can walk all over me and they know it. I don't put up boundaries, not typically, right? I get it all the time. I agree and still do it my way. Exactly. And man, that's really the appropriate thing to do because typically people aren't being evil. They're not trying to be mean. They don't have bad intentions when they're doing it. I'm a pretty good read on people. And most of them are just trying to be helpful. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's when it gets to a point of like pushy, like when it gets to a point of like, so you're going to do it, right? It is a lot. It's emotionally draining for sure, Kyla. I've been getting it for years. My mother gave me the best advice. Listen to all. Take what will work for you and let the rest out the other ear. Yes, she's absolutely right. That is wonderful advice from your mom, Cindy. And that's what I do now. I will dissect and pick. Sometimes someone will say something to me and I'm like, "Oh, that's really smart." And I'll adopt that. But other times I'll just go, "Okay, thank you. Like it's fine." Hey, Stan, you're a very good person. I enjoy your point of view. I learn a lot from your experiences. That is such a cool thing to say. Stan, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's good for the goose isn't good for the gander. Okay, well, that's just something only really old men say. And according to your picture, you shouldn't be knowing what that means yet. I marry really old men, Mop Man, and typically that's what they say. And I'm like, that's just something really old people say. And I never knew what it meant. I thought they were just making it up. I love this, Carrie Cushman. There's only one judge, and it sure as hell ain't us. Yes. Yeah. I just kind of like, I think that, yeah, Jeno, I don't even do this with my kid. I guess it's just, hey, Maine, I love that you're here. Hey, Louisa, welcome in. Thank you. I love that, Louisa. Welcome in. And thank you to the new people for coming over. I think because I have been told what to do and what to think, what to feel. Guys, my whole life was you do this, think this, believe this, there is no this, there is no God, right? So I think I'm super sensitive to not telling people what to do. Oh my God. Thank you, late night Mark. Great show, Reese. Glad I subscribed. Thank you. That is so nice. I appreciate the super chat so much, Mark. But I also just really appreciate people actually giving me a chance on this channel and not leaving. So thank you for both. Thank you for sticking around and you feel like you've been here forever already. And thank you for your super chat. That's really kind. I think I'm just so like, I hope that I get better, but you know how someone's been abused or like an animal's been abused and you can tell because they're so sensitive to things? Like me, I can't be around yelling. I can't handle yelling because so much of it occurred in my Scientology life that I get like, I check out. Tommy and I talked about this the other night. If he raises his voice, which he really doesn't anymore, but in the beginning he did, and he didn't know that about me. And he'd be like, "Are you listening to me?" I would just be like glazed over. Like it's basically like you just started talking to me about football. I just check out because I can't be around it. And so I'm Maine, I'm so glad you're here. I'm super sensitive to telling people what to do. So I don't even do it with Huxley, my son, because I don't like how it feels to be like, you need to do this. I have one friend in my life who doesn't realize she's doing it, but she does it to me every time I talk to her. And I mean every time. And I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know how to say something to her, but every single time I talk to her, if I bring up any kind of subject or if I'm having a problem about something, she literally will just like take over the conversation and go, "Well, here's what you need to do." Okay. And first, what you're going to do is you're going to call that person. I want you to write it down. And then you're going to call like shit like that triggers me because I'm like, I didn't ask. And sometimes people just want to be heard. Do you ever notice that? I used to do that. I used to do it with Tommy, and now he understands. Men want to solve your problem. Friends want to solve your problem. Women do it too. But like, I will give Tommy a problem and I'll go, "Babe, I don't want a solution. I just want you to hear me. I'll figure it out." And so he really kind of gets that now. You know, the longer you're with a person, the more they understand you. I have this one friend who literally will be like, I'll be like, "Yeah, I don't know. I just feel," and she'll cut me off and go, "Okay, I know what to do. So here's what you're going to do." And literally it won't be like, "Here's what I would do." It's not that. She takes over the whole damn conversation. And she'll be like, "Here's what you're going to do." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't like this. I don't like it." It makes me feel like that small Scientology, like cramped space of like, "Oh, you're overpowering me." I don't like when people do that. It's like, let people be, even if they're effing up, let them F up. How are they going to learn? Like, let people make mistakes. I feel like people have this habit of being like, somebody has to tell her. We have to tell her. She's making a mistake. We don't have to tell her. Unless she's in danger, we don't have to tell her. This is my ex-husband to a T. This dude would argue with random ass strangers on Twitter all day about Trump and Biden and all this. We're not going to talk politics here. We don't do that. And I can't keep up with it anyway because I'm not smart enough. But the dude would spend hours arguing with random ass strangers on the internet. And I would go, Jeff, let people vote for who they're going to vote for. What do you care? And he'd be like posting links and like fact checking shit. And I'd be like, this is the biggest waste of time. And he'd go, no, it's not. They have to know the truth. I have to show them the truth. And I'm like, this is the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. Let people think for themselves. Even if you think they're wrong, who cares? But apparently a lot of people care. Like people care. Like, quick, jerk the wheel. We can't let this person make a mistake. If they're not getting hurt and if they're not hurting anyone or an animal or anything, why can't you just sit back and let people make their mistakes? Is that wrong? I'm asking you right now, is that wrong for me to say that? Because a lot of you might disagree with what I just said. A lot of you might be like, I can't. It's too painful. I have to say something to them. I don't see it that way. And I think it's because I came from such a place of high extreme control where like they wouldn't let me, like, I feel like I would go like this and they'd be like, no, look straight ahead. Do not look to the left of you. Do not look to the right of you. And I was like, okay, do you understand? I'm really sensitive to it. Hey, Lynette, I do not like being told what to do. I do not like telling others what to do. And I have a 16-year-old kid who could probably use a little bit of that. But I'm like, and don't get me wrong, if he started effing up, I'd be like, hey, look, we need to have a talk. But I really don't get off on controlling people. I always say this, if you could have all the money in the world or all the power in the world, what would you take? I would take all the money and I would go hide in a cave. I don't want power. I don't want power over people. I am not power hungry. That is not my style. I don't care if people are wrong. You know, you think this conversation tonight, just real quick about Jenna, like I've had people private message me and go, oh my God, she's making a mistake. It's like, I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. It's her life. It's not your life. How do you know she's making a mistake? Maybe they've worked shit out and it's just more solid and stable as a table. I don't know. I can make assumptions, but I'm not going to. I have too much work to do on myself. I've effed up a lot too. I'm not going to judge somebody for making mistakes. That's the last thing I'm going to do. I am here to learn, not to teach. I've been saying that all week. I am here to learn. I am not here to teach people shit. Let people figure shit out. I have some super chats and I appreciate it so much. Janet Hunter says, my therapist who is treating me for PTSD started pestering me to lose 5 pounds in a month. Wow. Because it would make me feel better, never return. That's gross. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Nobody should be being pestered at all. That should just be a basic human right. And if people are pestering you, and I don't care if it's a therapist or a teacher or your fucking spouse, it's not helpful. No one likes to be told what to do like that. It's so, do you ever just like meet people and you're like, how have you made it this far? That's like telling someone like, calm down, get over it. Like, how do you deal with people? Are you serious? That's how you deal with people? That's how you get in touch with people? That's how you make people feel safe? I want to make people feel safe. I want to make people feel like they can open up and talk, right? Like Maine did the other night with his mother. I want people to feel vulnerable and go, I feel comfortable with you. You're not going to feel comfortable with someone who's like, lose 5 pounds. Get out of here. Get some empathy and some compassion and call me when you fucking get it, right? Sorry for my language. I think my period's coming. Janet Hunter, thank you for sharing that. That was very vulnerable. And thank you for your super chat. Jennifer Liberty, love you, girl. Thank you for your super sticker. Nice to see you. Kat, Reese, you're absolutely smart enough. You're smart enough to not give all that BS with politics your attention. Love you. I see what you're saying. I'm really not. I don't know anything about politics. It wasn't a part of Scientology. And so I see how many people divide up over it and like fight about it. And they're like, you voted for this person. You must be a horrible person. That kind of shit shocks me. And I stay away from it. I'm like, I don't want to know. Like, I have a friend who knows everything about the world turning right now and every war and every threat and everything. And I'm like, I don't know that stuff. And I'm not smart enough to keep up with that conversation. And I don't know that I want to know because if I do know, then it's just going to upset me. And then when it upsets me, I'm going to go, what can I do about it? Nothing. Nothing. There's nothing I can do about it. So I don't know. Thank you for saying that, Kat. And thank you for your super chat. I don't know that I would call myself smart. I said this, hey, Wendy Brewer, the other night, I'm not educated. I'm not stupid. I am not stupid. I would have a battle of the wits with any of my fucking haters, and I would win with all of them on a panel with me, and me against all of 5 of them. I'd win. Trust me. They're dumber than a sack of fucking diapers. But I could not win at geography, history. I'm not educated. I do not have a formal education. You got me beat there. Emotional intelligence is probably more there for me. I don't care anymore. I used to be very embarrassed about the fact that I wasn't educated. I got so embarrassed when I believed that Jesus wrote the Constitution. I didn't know. I was first embarrassed to admit that I thought the Holocaust was in the 1600s. I'm not embarrassed about that anymore because it goes back to what I tell my son. I hope that you are a neurosurgeon one day. I really do. Like, I hope that you're super successful in whatever it is that you do. I hope you go to college. But your character is absolutely more important to me and how you treat people and how you make them feel than any smarts. I'm sorry. I know people will disagree with me on that. I think it's great that people are lawyers and I think people are super smart. And if you went to trade school or any kind of school or you're an entrepreneur or whatever it is, there's a ton of smart people in the world. But I don't feel like we need smart people as much as we need kind people, people who are willing to understand and actually listen to you and hear you without interrupting you and really try to see things through your eyes and go, okay, thank you for explaining that to me. Now I understand. Now, what can I do to help? Let's put our heads together. Those are the kind of people, like, I don't give a shit about having a world full of smart people where they're needed. Smart people are handy. I love them. Tommy is a genius to me. Tommy is one of the smartest people, like top 2 or 3 people I've ever met that are super, super smart. But you know what he's not? He's not an asshole. He's kind and he's helpful. And he's gotten a lot of people off drugs. He's helped with sobriety. Like, as much as he's been a dickhead in the past and he's done bad things, so have I. But no, Jen O. But I don't give, if I could choose to be in a room full of really, really smart people, but they're not kind and they're better than you, not interested in going to that party. I'm interested in people going, so what do you do? Tell me a little bit about yourself. Oh, you have a son? What's his name? People who are actually interested and give a shit and like take the time out of their day to get to know you and hear your story and acknowledge it and let you finish. Like, I can't stand people who are no better. Like, I'm sorry, I know more than you. And so I know I kind of went on a tangent there, but I used to feel very embarrassed about, I don't know things, right? And Tommy's actually helped me with that a lot. Like, I really did think Philadelphia was a state. And I was embarrassed about that for a long time. And I'm not now because, thank you, Alana. Mopman says the best teachers are the ones who have admitted their own mistakes and learned from them. Yeah, exactly. And I've said this 100 times. I'm here to learn, not teach. So, like, I get really grossed out by like the types of personalities who come in here or in real life and like correct you. Oh, don't get me started on people like that. I cannot stand people who correct you. You know what I'm talking about. People who will be like, actually, that's not right. And here's why. Or actually, you're wrong. And let me explain it to you. Like, blech, I can't stand people like that. It's so entitled. It's so gross. And you could have worded that a million other ways to not make the person feel inferior. Am I right? Like, I would never do that to my kid, right? I would never be like, actually, you're wrong. And here's why. Like, actually, you might as well just say, like, I'm better than you. Let me explain. Like, ugh, right? No, I have not. In God we trust, but welcome in. K-States, my husband and I do this. Do you want to vent or do you want to brainstorm a solution together? Game changer. I love that. That is really useful advice. Do you want to vent or do you want to brainstorm a solution together? So I do that. I actually texted, thank you for your super chat, babe. That's great advice. And Angie Mo, I think you super stickered me. You did. Thank you, Angie Mo. I'm glad you're here tonight. I actually, it's so weird, Kay's face, that you say that. So Tommy was live this morning, I guess, at like 9 o'clock this morning. It was crazy. He doesn't usually do that early of a show. And I saw that he was alive and I was like, I had a problem. I had a big problem this morning and it was pissing me off. I was so mad about it. I haven't had that kind of a problem in a long time and I was furious about it. Something had happened. And I texted him and you saw him on the show. You could see him. He was like, hold on, guys. And I texted him and I said, call me when you're done. Hey, Kathy. And he texted me back and he goes, do I need to get off right now? And I said, no, not at all. And he said, what's up? Is everything okay? Like he wanted to make sure I was safe. And I said, I'm totally fine. I said, I'm really, really, really upset about something. Nothing to do with us. Cause I didn't want to leave it like I'm really upset about something that'd make him sweat. Right. Like me too. And he wrote, oh, okay, cool. And he called when he was done. And I was like, I'm processing this. I was like, this happened to me this morning. And I said, I'm really, really upset and I'm disappointed in this person. And I was like, I need to talk it through. And I said before, it's so funny, Case Face, because I basically did that. I said, I just need to dump on you. I just need to tell you my problem. And I said, I will figure it out. I just need you to hear, like, be a sounding board. And it was great because by the end of our conversation, I was like, thank you. Thank you. Like we are way more grateful for each other than we've ever been. I always say thank you to him now. I used to be kind of mean to Tommy. And this is interesting topic. This is a great topic today. I think everyone is used to people telling them what to do and tired of it. Yes, I'm so sick of it. We're all adults. And if I need your help, I'll ask. If I want your input, I'll ask. You know, Roulette Master, I'm almost to the point where being like, when someone gives me advice, I almost want to be like, I didn't ask. Sometimes I want to cut people off and go, oh, I didn't ask, but I don't want to be rude. I have to say this because I don't talk about Tommy and I a lot, but I have to say this because I've come a long way. I have not always been very nice to Tommy. And if you go watch our old streams on our other channel, I've always been snippy with him and like giving him shit. Now that comes from me being a Scientologist. I've always kind of like, hey, Riley's human. I riff off of people. If I get into that kind of mood, I can be really George Carlin-y. I get real kind of dark and I'll ding, zing, zing. Like I'll do that to you, but it's just me being silly and he can take it. He can take it. It's not like it hurt his feelings, but I realized something. I came to a conclusion on something. Tommy said this to me about a week ago and it shook me. It really did. And this is what I love about relationships that I like having these deep conversations with him because you learn about each other. You learn more about each other. The other night, thank you, Lorian. The other night, you guys were so worried about him because he was bawling. Tommy was hysterical through that show. Hey, Debbie Bats, no problem. He was so upset going through that show. And if you remember, he had to step away. Hey, Wine. Yeah, Archie's mom. And you guys were all like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I know him and I've seen him go through this before. And I said, guys, he'll be okay. And I am a believer in God at this point. I'm not pushing that on anyone. But I believe that when bad things happen or tough situations, I believe that God makes something good come out of it. I really, truly see those things now. I see the things that I'm grateful for. And I'm like, wow, a lot came out of that shitstorm that actually ended up being a good thing, right? I know, Maine. Hey, Kathy, thank you for the super sticker, babe. That's really nice. But I know Tommy well. I know him better than most of you. And so I was like, he'll be okay. Like I knew it was going to be okay. And I said, tomorrow he will get something out of this. And Tommy now ends almost every, I think every conversation with him that I have, he goes, thank you. It's so sweet. Thank you, Yumi and Bobby McGee. That's very kind. You've grown so much since coming out of Scientology. I remember when you were on with Aaron, you would say so many analogies that weren't normal sayings. You are so much stronger and self assured. I am. Thank you. Johnny, too, Cindy. Yeah, Johnny is a lot like his brother. They're also very different, believe it or not. They're, especially in person. I think I have to blow my nose. Hold on just a second, guys. Both really good guys, both cancer signs. Very different, though. Really, you notice it more in person than not. Uh, quite different, very different in their own good ways. But yeah, Southie girl. Tommy says to me now, thank you for working through things with me. Thank you for not leaving me when times were really hard because I have left him. Tommy and I have broken up many times you don't even know about. I didn't announce every time on YouTube. And I don't know if I'd call it a breakup as much as a break, but like I have said to him many times, like, I'm not going to talk to you for a few days because I'm really pissed. Like, hey, Abigail, we've gone through that because we didn't really fully communicate well. We didn't understand each other. And now things are very different as far as like, he always says to me, like, thank you for always understanding me and listening to me. And he always says, like, no woman has ever done that before, like, taken the time to really understand me and talk things out with me. And I think being grateful is a huge thing. Like, yeah, you mean Bobby. Being grateful for each other is like, I would say, a key to a good relationship. And I'm not here to dole out relationship advice. I'm the last person to do that. But being grateful for each other is a new thing for me lately. And I don't riff on him as much as I used to. It's hard for me to dig at him. Like I mean, funny dig, like have fun banter. But I find myself not even being able to do that as much anymore because he said these words to me. It was like a week and a half ago. It was not long ago. I can't remember exactly when. He said something and he goes, that really hurt my feelings. We were talking and I went straight Scientologist. See, my feelings don't really get hurt. Believe it or not, it's hard to hurt my feelings. I'm dead behind the eyes in a lot of ways because of all of my bull baiting. So like I have a hard time taking a lot of things personally. I'm still very much a Scientologist when someone will be like, give me really bad news. I'm like, oh, bummer. Anyway, like I don't appropriately handle things emotionally appropriately still in this world to a degree. I'm better, but like Tommy will see me react to something that he's like, ooh, like it's still just very Scientology. Sometimes I'm still kind of have those habits. I'm better and I'll get there. But it's hard for me, thank you, Anne, to dig at him even in a fun way because he said something. So he goes, that hurt my feelings. Whatever it was. I don't even know what it was. But Tommy is really, really, really good as a man saying to me, like, and not all men do this. Tommy will say to me, like, hey, babe, I know you didn't mean it, but that hurt my feelings. I've never been with a man who says shit like that. And I always admire it. Love you, Martin. And he said it. And I was like, well, why? Like, I didn't agree with it. And I was kind of rough on him, just like I've been on streams before with him. And you know what he said to me? And it really set me straight. He goes, Reese, I'm not bulletproof. And I was like, it was one of those things like it dropped into my mind and it swirled around like a marble. Like I dissected it and I had to think about it. And I thought, oh my God, I do something to him. I treat him like he's bulletproof. And you know why? Because I take advantage and I take for granted the fact that I'm like, he's an ex-con. He did 13 years. Dude's was an addict forever. Like he's tough. he's been through it all. He's tough. Yeah, that's not a reason to assume, right, that somebody is super like that they can take it. They shouldn't have to take it. Quite honestly, nobody should have to take it. I love when people are like, "Wow, you're so strong." It's like, "Yeah, I don't want to be though. I don't want to have to like carry all this weight. I don't enjoy doing it. I'd like to set this shit down for once." And I really, yeah, Allie girl. But I also think all this time in my mind, hey Don Clark, I was thinking like Tommy's the tough one. He's the tough one in this relationship. Like I can put it on him and I can, but it really set me straight and it really made me take a look when he said, I'm not bulletproof. And he went on to say something like, things hurt my feelings. And like I stay up all night sometimes thinking about it, like journaling that like it really hurt my feelings. And I was like, you shouldn't have to deal with that. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that I've done that to you. Like I put things on you. Thank you, Donna Cooper. Like I put things on you because I expect you to take it. And I was like, that's so effed up. This is a great platform to vent frustrations and talk about how to get in a better mindset. Roulette Master, you better believe it, my friend. And I'm glad you're still here. I really enjoy you. You have some good insight. Mimi, thank you for gifting memberships. Wow. Thank you, Mimi. People love that. I really appreciate it when you guys do that. Thank you. It's so kind. Do you see where I'm going with that, though? Like, this is why I said yesterday, you think you know what someone's going through, or you think you know, like he can take it. He's tough. Hey, Kevin, they're not. And you don't know. You've just created a narrative in your head to make up for the fact that you think you know. You don't know. And people aren't bulletproof. Being a content creator can be stressful. And sometimes I feel like I'm thinking about how to improve my channel. Oh my God, me too, dude. I don't know if you do this full time, Roulette Master, which I should come over and check out your channel. I do a stream every day of the month, except one for sure. I do a Zoom call with my members one day a month, but there's usually another day or two that I will take off just to check out for a second. I try to do just one other day a month. Like I try to just do 2 days a month. So this is a full-time job for me. This is my full-time job. And it's my favorite thing in the world, but it is not something I'm never not thinking about. I'm always thinking about this chat. I'm always thinking about this community. And quite honestly, oh, that's cool, Roulette Master. Because this channel is about everything and nothing. Everybody says this is like a Seinfeld show. I didn't watch Seinfeld, but people are always like, this is Seinfeld, this show, because it's about everything and nothing. But to be totally honest with you, I'm constantly thinking of stuff for content. I'm like, oh my God, like I'll learn little lessons all day long. And I'm like, I got to bring that up tonight when I talk. Or I'm like, that interaction was hilarious. Like, all the little crazy stories that happen to me and then I bring them here. It's true. Thank you, Sarah Blackshear. It's around the clock job. Content creating is constant and I love it. I would never want another job. I feel grateful every day that this is my job and then I make money doing it. And I'm also aware that it's feast or famine. At the start of every month and at the start of every single stream I do, I'm not clocking in. I don't get health insurance, right? So like I am grateful every single day that I get a super chat, that I get views. I'm constantly like, this could sink at any minute. I could never get a super chat again. I think with that every stream I do, I'm like, never count. Thank you, Sarah. Never count on the money here because it could dry up tomorrow, right? I could lose 10,000 subscribers overnight. I know that. It's happened to me. I lost 4,000 subscribers once, pretty much overnight, right? So I'm well aware of the risk and the gamble and the risk I take by being here, and I love it. And I wouldn't change a thing, right? That's amazing, by the way. Me too. And I meet with other creators and try to have brainstorm sessions. Yeah. See, I feel grateful because I don't have to do that. Like I have content every day, whether I like it or not. I come on here and I'm like, I don't have a topic today. What are we talking about? Like I just hit go. Sometimes I have a topic. Sometimes I can stretch something into an hour. And then sometimes I'm like, ooh, that's good. That's good. and I can talk about this and that and this and that and this and that. Sometimes I run my mouth and I don't come up for air, but sometimes I'm like, help me with the topic tonight. So I feel very grateful for that. Like Tommy works his ass off. He works his ass off researching and listening to shit on triple speed so he can do a show and do content on this dark ass true crime stuff. Like he actually has to work. I freestyle my shit. I literally will be talking to Tommy and I'll be like, all right, I'm getting ready to go live. And he'll go, what are you going to talk about? And I'm like, no idea, dude. Just going to hit go and see what happens. We're going to roll the dice and fish without a net. I don't know. And I feel bad about that sometimes because I'm like, but he's super creative and he's doing better than me. So I don't feel bad about anything. He's doing amazing. I'm really proud of his growth. He's picked up like 10,000 subscribers in a month. He's finally like, he gets crazy views. I'm so happy for him. I am so happy for him. Allie girl for sure. And I'm the most grateful for all the new people that have come over here to give me a chance. Like I had no idea. I thought maybe we'd get like 30 to 50 new people. There's a ton of new people and all of us love it. I freestyle my shit. I love you, Ann. Hey, Jenny Jen. I learned from you that I had a bad habit of giving advice. Wow. I still catch myself doing it, but now I'm aware that while I'm trying to help, in fact, it's arrogant. Thank you. Oh my God. Don't be hard on yourself here. I hope that I didn't make you feel bad about it, Jenny. Oh, interesting, roulette. That's so cool though. I'll have to come over to your channel. Don't be hard on yourself about this now. Giving advice is sometimes the best. Like, do you ever get advice from, like, think about this. Let's flip this to the positive for a minute. Have you ever met someone and gone 10 years from 10 years ago? Have you gone, God, I don't know who that person was, but they gave me the best advice. Like giving advice is not a bad thing, Jenny. It's just the people who, Carrie, it's the people who, Yadira. Okay, you get a pass for being late today. Look at her. What a baby angel. Yadira is our little sweetheart, Puerto Rican, just our little winged creature. Reese, you pull stuff out of your ass and it goes viral. I've never had anything go viral. That's crazy. I enjoy Tommy's stuff as well. He's good at what he does. You're both good in your individual genres. Thank you, Tennessee girl. I'm an adrenaline junkie. You just found healthier outlet than jumping out of a perfectly functioning plane. Interesting. I love freestyle. You're a natural girl, and I love how you just wing it. Thanks, Lorraine, because we do wing it. We jump in, and I'm like, oh, shit, this is the deep end, guys. I didn't realize. Like, sometimes even I go too far. Remember when I was talking about my boobs the other day, and I was like, holy, pump the brakes. We're scaring everybody off. Jenny, I'm just saying, don't change too much. Giving advice. I have had so many people give me advice where I'm like, oh my God, like I needed that today, or I hadn't thought of it that way. So Jenny, don't stop yourself too much. It's the annoying, like I gotta be honest. It's like the annoying people in this town who are like super Southern and they're like, honey, you gotta get rid of that habit. You've got to stop doing that. And it's like, okay, go away. Like, you don't know me. You don't know my life. Like, I don't love that. You know, like people who just insert themselves into your life, that's different than giving advice. Like, what about people who are like, my grandma always said this. And it's like, damn, that just changed my fucking life. Where is she buried? I'm going to go put some stuff on her grave. Oh, she's still alive? Whoops, sorry. Let me go visit her. Like, come on. Jenny, I love you. And thank you for paying to say that. But still be yourself, Jen. Still be yourself. Reese, you have a gift. You make a platform for some of us that would never speak up about our lives. That's a kind thing to say. And you're not wrong there. I don't feel I have a gift, but you're not wrong, Debbie, about some people come in here like Maine. If he's still in here, the other night, I was absolutely shaken by it. Maine, thank you. Abigail, she gifted memberships. Thank you. Maine came in here and was so vulnerable with us. And he said, can I share something with you guys? I've only shared with 3 other people. Do you know what a gift that was? That shook me. That meant everything to me. I was so honored that he told us that about his mother. So I feel like if we can just if we can just continue that, if that's what this channel is, and it's just a free for all, I'm here for it and I love it and I'm not going anywhere and I hope you guys stick around. Hit subscribe, damn it. Whatever happened to Sterling? Purple Groovy, I think he's doing really well. I saw he posted a picture on Instagram. He's just cute as a damn button. He, as far as I know, I don't talk to Sterling anymore and I don't like to speak for people. If I had to guess, hey, Linda, if I had to guess, I would guess Sterling he never needed to be a YouTuber. Like, he has a really, really good job. And Sterling is so far from drama. He did not like what was going down with the ex-Scientology community. And that's all I'm going to say, because I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's why we don't see him anymore, is what I mean, right? I don't know. I just never heard from him again. I want to say I hope he's well, but I know he's well because he posted a really cool picture today. So as long as I know he's doing well, that's enough for me. I hope to see or speak to him again. I was heartbroken last week. I'm going to be honest. I really, really wish I could have seen him in LA. I've always wanted to give Sterling a hug and meet him in person, but I respect his boundaries and his space, and I wasn't going to push that. But I hope he's well, and we all love and support Sterling, and I always will. I love that Tennessee girl. Hey, Rue. Tommy and Johnny seem like best buds, but they seem like polar opposites. They're pretty different. It seems hard to get Johnny to chuckle. Yes. Yeah, his sense of humor is super dry. I'm a stranger to Tommy and Johnny, but I get no response from Johnny. It's okay. Well, he does like you, Rue. I know that much. Like, we've talked about you on speaker when I'm not streaming. Like, I talk about you guys. I don't think you realize how much I cling and connect with you guys. Like, I will say, I have mentioned Rue more than once, and they're like, Rue's great. I love Rue. And like, Tommy really was, he explained to me that the Mexico stuff, and he was like, we're all praying for Rue. You need to pray for Rue. He told me that on a phone call. So we take this seriously. But I will say, and thank you for your super chat. Thank you, Debbie Betts. Thank you for the super sticker, guys. It's so helpful. You have no idea, because this is my job and I have a child. It's very, very kind and helpful. But I will say this. Johnny is quite different, and he's a tough one to crack. I don't even really want to say much about him, not because couple things. He's very private. Tommy is very private too, but in a different kind of way. And Tommy, to me, is like a tough one to crack. Does that make sense? Like, I agree with you. He's not as easy to make laugh. I can make him laugh. He loves my sense of humor, but he is specific about his humor, if that makes sense. And he's just not as, I would say that he's a little more serious. Would you agree with me on that? I would say between the two of them, Tommy is way more like, easy, flowy. Johnny's a little bit more serious and a little bit more firm about, hey, bada bing. I am so glad you came back. I think Johnny is top guy and hot guy. I know everybody has a crush on him. He's such a nice guy in person. He's very, very kind guy in person, but he's guarded. That's the word I'm looking for. Not so much private. He's guarded. Tommy isn't guarded. Not like that. If we go out in public, thank you, Allie. Whoa! What are you doing over there? If we go out in public, Tommy is way more chatty. Johnny doesn't. He really only sticks to his people. And you can kind of see that on screen. He'll say hi, but he's way more reserved. Yes, he's more calculating. He's more reserved. Does he crack jokes ever? Yes. But he's super dry. I understand his humor. I love his humor, but not everybody gets it. His humor is a lot like mine. I'll tell you this, my entire life, people have said to me, I don't know if you're kidding or not. Those are the people that don't understand my humor. And then the people who understand my humor, like, Reese, you're hilarious, and they got the joke. But there are some people that are like, was she kidding just then? And of course I was. And I was telling you a dry joke, but you didn't get it. That's how Johnny is. I know his humor, and I think he's hilarious, and I make him laugh like crazy when we're around each other. But he's more reserved for sure. He's more reserved. Yes. Joanne, giving advice is one thing. Inserting yourself into one's business by telling them what they should do is different. Jenny Jinjin, are you listening to this? Are you listening, Jenny Jinjin? That's exactly it. Give advice, guys. You don't know if that advice is the one thing that person needed. Do you know how many times I do a stream and people go, oh my God, I needed this? And I don't know why they needed it, but something spoke to them. When the student is ready, the teacher appeared. So something came in and went click. So it's the same thing. Inserting yourself. Joanne, you hit the freaking nail on the head like you normally do, you genius Canadian. Oh, really cute. Thank you for your super chat. It's true. Jenny Jinjin, where you at, girl? You better not have left. Don't just super chat and leave. It's rude. I'm just kidding. Hey, Mad Drop Bear. Guys, she's absolutely spot on. Giving advice or saying like, well, my mom always said, I don't ever mind that. I love that. It's usually helpful. There's a difference though when people go, oh, well, here's what you need to do. Here's what my mom did, and you need to try it. That's not giving advice. That's like Joanne said, that's inserting yourself. That's like inviting yourself. That's like, I had a friend once, every time I'd be like, she'd go, what are you doing today? And I'd go, I have to run here. And she'd go, awesome, I'll meet you there. And it made me so uncomfortable. I was like, do you not read a damn room? Who invites themselves to shit? I can't stand that. I can't. I'm the opposite of that. If somebody invites me, I'm like, are you sure you know my personality enough to want me there? Rhonda, there she is for you. Rhonda, is she even real? Like, I'm not so sure. Are you or aren't you? Did you fall out of a pet net? You're really tawny. Oh, I love the smell. Oh, I love to kiss your footy paws. Oh my God, that's so cute, Roulette Master. Yeah, it sounds more like an order and less. Where the hell is Jenny Jinjin? Damn her. She just super chatted and ran out of here. God, I feel like a lady of the night. She just left money on the table and left. I feel like I was being paid for just my services. Jenny, I feel very used right now. Just kidding. Pay me all the money you want and leave. It's totally fine. Dip in, give us a super chat, dip out. Do what you got to do, girl. But it is a Friday night and I feel a little bit used. Yeah, it's more like an order. So when someone says like, here's what you need to be doing. That's an order. I don't like that. Yeah, I feel like a jester girl. What happened to lock the doors? I forgot to tell the mods to lock the doors. I was kind of kidding about Johnny Chili Hot. I'm too old for crushing. When are you too old for crushing? I married a 95-year-old man. Are you out of your damn mind? If you're too old for crushing, you might as well be dead. You should have a crush. And Johnny's adorable. Why wouldn't you have a crush on him? I mean, he's not quite my type. Ha ha! Just kidding. He looks just like his brother. Does he? No. I think they look very different. Speaking of having a crush on, well, good Lord, girl. Oh, dainty. I think he's I don't know what it is. It's just not the same. I really, really have a crush on Tommy. I think it's because he's like my brother. I can't. It's not happening for me. But I do think Johnny is fantastic. I know you do, Rue. I know Rue does. Rue, I can feel it all the way from Mexico. Mop man, I see that. I get it. Guys, what a fun time to be alive. What a fun talk. Do you all feel better? Because I do. I'm feeling fresh, even though I'm sweating in my taint right now and my arm taint is sweating. This is your arm taint. It's that really sensitive, weird, useless skin right here between attaching this arm to this arm. This is your arm taint. Both taints are sweating. I know, Rhonda. I always wonder why Tommy and Johnny have such different voices. They do have very different voices. And I have to say, I love Tommy's voice. Rhonda wants to know if you're really real. Did you know that you were super tiny, though? Did you have any idea that you were kissed and blessed by the Lord? Did you know that you've won every award at the Westchester Dog Show? Ah, the arm taint. Yeah, the useless IV site. That's the worst place to put an IV. Remember when I went to the hospital last year, Sarah, and they put an IV there and I was holding my arm out for dramatic effect? And I was like, how am I supposed to text? Do you remember that? And the nurse was like, you can text. And I was like, I can't. And I was holding my phone like this to be a bitch. And I was like, and she was like, you can move your arm. And I tried to make her go to the bathroom with me. Remember that? I was like, how am I supposed to wipe my ham wallet? And she was like, that nurse had had a fucking enough of me. I was like, I can't reach my ham wallet with this stick in my arm. And she was like, you can move your arm. You can flex your arm. I already told you that. And I was like, well, I can't. I know, it was terrible. You know, that woman is probably like my biggest hater on Reddit. She's like, I hate that bitch. My pet looks like a little Chewbacca. Tell me about it, Louisa. Tell me about it. You're really adorable, and Rhonda's in love with you. Rhonda's in love with that face. Look at it, Rhonda. Guys, look at it up close. If you're cooking right now, put the food down. Look at it. Look at it. Oh my God, girl, stop looking away. It's what the Lord wants. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, Regina. Absolutely stunning little bird. Did you know that you were this gorgeous, Belinda? Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot of extra. Look at the footy paws. Rhonda, are you still here? Then she put the pulse thing on your finger and you got even more dramatic. Remember that? And she was like, this has to. Does she go near her pillow? Oh, yeah, Abigail. She lays against that pillow in that chair. How can such a thing even exist? Jen O. Oh. Jen O wants to know how you even exist. Well, the only thing I can think of is the Lord said, let there be a beautiful frosted mini wheat with eyes, and let it be the only one. And it looks like a little forest fairyland creature, a woodland creature from a magical fairy fort. Oh, I know, Mimi. It's a lot. It's a lot, Sophia. Hey, thank you, Donna Cooper. So today's my sister's birthday, and she found out she had breast cancer. I know, Mad Drop Bear. She found out she has breast cancer last week. Jenny Jinjin, where the hell were you? You didn't say anything when I was asking. Were you really here? I felt used. Just kidding, babe. Jenny Jinjin, just don't change. Joanne Hawley is right. Giving advice is actually like, I see the difference now. Giving advice is not a bad thing. It's telling people what to do, right? It's one thing to go, here's my best advice. That's totally fair. That's absolutely fair. What's not cool is being like, well, let me come in and save you, right? Wow. Off topic, but your hair looks really pretty today, shiny. Thank you so much. I used the shine spray, Angie Mo. So I washed it today and I used that Amika shine spray. I forget to use it and I sprayed it before, but I also used the purple shampoo today. So it looks brighter. Rue, how is my sister? I think she's doing okay. I texted her today and she said, thank you so much. And she said, I miss you. I love you. And she said, tell your channel hi and tell them thank you for praying for me. So I thought that was really kind. And I think she's going to be okay. I feel good about it because she told me it was going to be okay. Like it's not serious. To me, all cancer is serious. Like the word cancer is terrifying. But guys, I will say this, ladies, get your mammograms. I feel like a hypocrite because I don't want to get a colonoscopy when I turn 45. I know, Rhonda, and I'm terrified and I don't like people touching my butt. And I have an underdeveloped beehole. It's smaller than other beeholes. And I really just don't want anyone messing with it. But I am comfortable getting a mammogram. And I do it, I think, like every October, November. Please do that. It's not that big of a deal. They just smush the things in there. And it's kind of like a warm hug on your boobs, especially if you don't get a lot of boob play because your person lives in other countries, right? I don't get any boob play. Okay, I heard that too, Roulette Master. I might just poop in a box and mail it in. Thank you, Archie's mom. I need to know exactly which Amika Shine product. Okay, I'll text it to you. I think it's the only one they make. It's in a spray bottle and it just comes out in a mist and it's a shine spray. Abigail, I said it last week. I said it at the end of a stream last week. Yeah, I mean, I honestly had my mammogram this week, uncomfortable, but worth it. Nicola, mine was never uncomfortable, but she was a sweet redheaded Southern woman. And there was something about the size of her hand cupping my boob. And like, I don't know about you guys, but they do this. Like, no joke. They're like, whoosh, 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 whoosh. Like they're constantly, and I kind of got used to it. And I was like, it's kind of nice. I had my eyes closed and I know she got creeped out. I was like, it's kind of nice. I was like, your hands are really warm on this chilly day. And she was like, okay. Like, I think she got creeped out, but I didn't mind it. Wasn't the worst thing. Like, I would rather get a freaking mammogram than go to the dentist. Like, it's not that bad. I would rather have that than a pap. Like, come on, gals. It's not that big of a deal. And again, if they have nice, soft, warm hands, I don't get any action. So I don't know. It just felt like the right thing. Baby steps, just stopping in to ask for prayers for my daughter's dog. I was getting to that too after Sam, just so you know. Oh, I wasn't going to name the dog or anything like that, though. I was just going to say pray for Baby Steps' daughter's dog, but looks like it's okay. She gave up this information. She had surgery for cancer on her leg. She did that this morning, just so everybody knows. The doctor thinks there's a chance it isn't cancer, so please pray that it isn't. We love her so much. She's 5 years old. So guys, hey, Marilyn's Fine Art, the good Marilyn, welcome in. Thank you for being a member, Baby Steps. And I was going to talk about this. I didn't forget. So guys, there's a chance that Nova was misdiagnosed, and we all love animals here. And she's only 5, and she had it removed this morning. And just please, if you pray, please just pray that for my sister's breast cancer, but also for Nova, because we love dogs. And Nova is so attached to her Baby Steps' daughter. Baby Steps too, it's her grandchild, but she's super tight with her mom. So we don't want anything to happen to Nova. Thank you guys. That's very, very kind. Yeah, Allie girl, I just don't want to do it. Maine, you're still here. I don't want to do it. I don't want to get a colonoscopy. So I might take a crap in a box and mail it in. Guys, this was a fun time. Again, what a great time. What? Well, prayers for Mop Man too. I have aneurysms, more worried about them than cancer. Yeah, I would be too, Mop Man. Thank you for sharing that so that I can think about you and pray for you. Hey, Joe Mama. Paula McDonald, Marilyn of the East, the White Witch of the Wizard of Oz. I think it's mean to call her a witch because sometimes, like, my mom's witchy. I just call her Shrek. She also looks like Patrick from SpongeBob, just because she's just an awful troll. She's a horrible individual. And, I can't often think of anything worse just because she's so full of gossip and she just thrives on conflict. I can't stand people like that. So yeah, no, I don't know if I would call her that, but she's a yard gnome for sure. Yeah, Baby Steps. I went through, look at this, Baby Steps. Yeah, Paula, I went through the same thing. Misdiagnosed at 5 years old. It was a huge surprise to find out she was going to be okay. That's good news. And I really believe that could be the case. I really, really, really hope she was misdiagnosed. Thank you for sharing that, Angie Mo. I sure love you guys. What a fun night. I didn't think it was going to be this fun. I had a great time. Patrick isn't a troll from SpongeBob. Nobody's dumber than a sack of diapers. And so is our troll friend. Sorry, Third Eye. Third Eye Open. She's more disappointed in me often than my father. Like, I feel her disappointment all the way from here. She wants me to live my life freely and she really wants me to try. But at the same time, like, my dad's name is Gene Wally. And like right now, my dad is like, damn, Third Eye, you're harder on her than I am. Like, she's really disappointed in me. Baby Steps, and it's fair. I get it. It's true. Look at her. Love you, Third Eye. I tried. I'm sorry. What was the thing, mods, that I said earlier that I was like, I'm going to say that in my stream tonight, and we were all laughing about it? What was I saying? Susan P., what was it? Baby Steps, she just quit crying a few minutes ago and is asleep now. I just got here, so I didn't know if you had mentioned it yet, Reese. That's so sad. Baby Steps, that's really sad. We are praying, and we love you, and we love your daughter, and we love Nova. I'm sorry. I never saw that movie, Big Z. Thank you for your super chat, baby steps. I'm really praying that it's a misdiagnosis. My first name is Patrick, but I'm not a star. Well, Mott Man, and it's just not the same thing. It's just not the same thing, is it? Mods, what was it earlier? Remember, I was like, oh man, I want to use that. I want to use that as an opportunity. Dang, how come no one remembers? They just don't want to say anything. They're like, we're not getting involved in your shit ass. We're not going to get started. We're not going down this path with you, Reese. Nicola, I'm so sorry. Hey, Heather, the prep is awful, but I have the procedure without sedation so I can watch and see how it looks. That's one of the worst things I can think of. I do not want to see people going up my beehole. Yeah, it is, Just Joan, and Tommy's especially good at it. On that note, everybody, hit subscribe. You know, you're already here. You've given it a try. You let it swirl around in your mouth. You're like, okay, I'll stick around. Hit subscribe, hit the like, hype the video. I love this. Reese, you have bitchcraft, the art of pissing people off while smiling sweetly. Well, I just know how, yeah. I called Marilyn a dusty old queef earlier. I thought it was funny. I don't think anybody else laughed, but I was like, she's a dusty old queef. That's exactly what she is to me. Oh my God. That's so much better than Shrek or anything else. She's a dusty old queef. That was it. Thanks, Third Eye. Wow. Yeah, I don't want to get a colonoscopy. I'm sorry, I don't want to do it. Hey, Michelle Dry. Guys, I get it. I stooped to a really bad level, and Third Eye Open is putting herself in timeout. She's really ashamed right now that she stooped to my level with me. I love it. And I think we are one and the same, and you need to just accept it. Yeah, she's a dusty old queef, and I love that. I just think that's I think that just feels good. It just rolls off the tongue. Oh, whoops. I always do this, and then there's a scripture. I feel like that's the Lord saying, thanks, Angie. Like every time I stoop to this level, Abigail pops up with a scripture, and I feel like it's awkward. It's uncomfortable. And not for you, Abigail, for me. It's because I opened my mouth. It has nothing to do with you. Abigail puts me in my place, and so does the Lord. I don't know where I got that from, Jeno. I just typed it out, and I was like, that feels good. It feels good. Like it applies. Have you ever like called someone something and you're like, yes, that's it? Maybe not. The cheese might be standing alone here. I just want you guys to know. I understand. One of my haters, Michelle Dry. Sorry about that. Hey, baby steps. By the way, I gave Allie your information, or not Allie, Taylor Miller. Sorry, Big Z. Taylor Miller, I gave her your information today because you said to do that, and she emailed me. I just want you to know that too. Yeah. Sorry about that. Thanks, Sophia, for being supportive. There's only one person right now that's being nice to me, and it's Sophia. Sorry, Barbara Waite. Abigail, sorry about this again. It's always at the worst time. Like I'm the worst, most awkward person. I live in Awkwardville. Like I insert my foot in my mouth all the time. And I must be oblivious to it. Cindy G, I can't believe you're still here. Love you, mommers. So may the Lord bless you and protect you. Amen to that. May the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you. I don't deserve it right now, but yes, for sure. May the Lord show you his favor and give you his peace. Again, I feel like that's undeserved. But thank you, Abigail. That's Old Testament, and I'm going to try harder tomorrow. I'm going to try not to slip up tomorrow. I probably will, but I'm certainly going to start out of the gate trying, and then we'll probably get to the finish line like we did tonight, where I just turned out to be a total asshole. Abigail, thank you so much. I started out as a non-Scientologist, and I ended as a Scientologist, and sometimes that happens. Thanks for the amazing stream, Reese in chat. Archie's mom, I love you. Lil Redneck, you're the best. Love you guys. Abigail, thank you for that. It was lovely. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chats. I mean it. I absolutely appreciate them so much. I never take that for granted. I want to make that clear because I really know how much you don't have to do that. And I don't ask for it. And I just want you to know that I appreciate it. And so does my son. I love you, Joanne Holly. You had great, great wisdom tonight. Just do your best. That's the best you can do. I love that, Patrick. Thank you. Yeah, little redneck. Thank you for being supportive. Hey, Louisa, thanks for coming over here. Hey, Tash. You know I love a messy Reese. Thank you, Tash. Tell Third Eye Open that. No, you don't need to go back, Abigail. You certainly don't. Not necessary. I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Is what? Saturday. Saturday. Been a nice little Saturday. I feel undeserving of his love, but I definitely love the Lord, and I'm going to try better tomorrow. And I'm sorry, Tennessee girl. Sorry I let you down tonight. And mods, I hope you come back and you don't all quit and walk out on me, but I would understand if you did. Love you guys. Thank you. Love you, Barbara Waite. Sorry I messed up again. New people, please hit subscribe and please don't leave me. I have attachment issues and I need you to stay even if you decided you don't like me. Please stay. Please. Thank you. Love you guys. And here comes Fred. It's getting more and more weird as I talk more. So I'm just going to go now. See you tomorrow. It'll be around the same time. And I hope you come back. Okay. Bye.